broadcast with Amanda, Shandy, and Colleen. My name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Welcome to the show, everybody. This is season 9, episode 11, episode number 371. How's it going?
It goes, yeah.
Cool.
Last day at the hotel for me.
Oh wow! So that's
Yes.
soon.
Yeah.
Oh, right, because it's the first of the month, so that makes good sense.
Indeed.
So you have a house.
Yeah. So that's kind of weird.
Yay!
It's exciting.
So yes, oh my God, that's so exciting. Tell us about your house.
Well, I'm moving in tomorrow, and my stuff will be here eventually. So that'll be
Should be nice and easy.
it'll be a weird transition period. But I'm excited. It's kind of weird to leave the hotel. I went by really fast this time, and it's been cool. It's like, it like feels like very safe and like, I don't know. I've been here for 5 weeks. But also,
crap, really?
Yeah,
it did go by fast. It didn't feel like, not that we were experiencing it, but like we were kind of experiencing it with you.
Yeah.
And it doesn't feel like it's been that long.
No. Yeah. But there's like occasionally there's been many different people in the room next to me. And sometimes they're loud, and there's like light in the hallway that I can see in my room. So even when I wear a mask, I don't know. I just haven't it hasn't been great sleep since I've been here.
I'm sorry.
It is what it is. God, I said it again last week. I said that and I was like, I hate this saying. It's so stupid.
But it's apt.
What is that?
What I mean to say is, it's okay. I got through it. It's not like a huge deal, but it'll be different in the new place. And then I'm just excited for everyone to come back together.
Yay.
Yes.
Yeah. So anyway, that'll be October. But yeah.
Yeah. We have a busy October. All of us, the broadcast in general.
Generally speaking, we do.
We do. Shandy's moving, so that's cool. We are going to be off on the week of October 15th. So there'll be no new episode on the 18th, whatever it is.
Yes.
There'll be no new episode that week, although maybe that'll be bloopers week. Who knows? All I gotta do is put the music in.
Hey.
Just gotta put the music in.
That is baited
A whole year later. And then on October 22nd, we're going to talk about Halloween movies. I think so far we have decided on Beetlejuice, maybe a French film.
And honestly, man, I don't want to spoil it, but Mandy did send us.
She did
the notification, and honestly, I almost sent those two as recommendations.
That's so funny.
Having forgotten that.
Well, why don't we just say it now? It's apropos. We're talking about it. Mandy set the reminder, and what were the two movies? Jennifer's Body and Teeth.
Since the time we've been talking about Teeth, I would enjoy rewatching.
Okay.
Just saying. And Jennifer's Body, I don't remember
enough about Teeth to know if I'm into this idea or terrified.
I think you could be into it.
Okay.
So we'll tentatively throw those out. We'll take suggestions as well. And, we can definitely Beetlejuice for all of us. We'll lock on to the 2 or 3 that we'll all watch. And then we can all talk about whatever other ones we watch in the meantime. I'm really hoping for another, what was the Back to the Future one from last year that I loved? With Kiernan Shipka, who is Sabrina.
Should have quizzed me.
Oh, right. I didn't actually end up watching it, but
it's so cute.
I vaguely remember what you're talking about. Yeah, it's on Prime, right?
Oh, right.
Yes.
And she had to save her mom or something.
Yes.
Yeah, I watched it, and I liked it, but I can't.
Totally
remember.
killer.
Nice.
Yeah.
Also, the French one that you mentioned is called Final Cut, and it's a zombie movie. And I never would have thought that I would be into it, but it's actually really hilarious. So it might not be for everyone, but Matt, for example, would probably, there's a handful of people. I'm not I suggested it because it really is so funny. And then, but I don't want to it's a lot to ask, I suppose.
Yeah, I got to do more research into it. So, but I'm down with checking out new things. Last year we did Scream, Scary Movie, and Sleepy Hollow.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
So also taking suggestions for anything in that vein, because yeah, they were fun to revisit. Okay. So that will be that. And then we will have, mark your calendars, everyone. Broad's costume party, October 29th. And Jay will be making an appearance to tell the real life ghost story of the haunted hotel room he stayed in.
Oh,
yeah,
boy.
That's right. Yes.
Yep.
Can't wait.
Hopefully he remembers it by then, but gonna make sure it happened. So yes, what I was doing when we were texting about the Halloween movies was cleaning up the office. It still looks like a disaster, but the closet is actually very well organized right now. There's just the other stuff that now needs to get put away. But what I found when I was going through old things, I found a lot of old stuff from me, but remember like the slam books and like the notebooks that you had with friends growing up where you like pass notes and whatnot? Did you guys do this?
But it looks
No.
cool.
Okay, well, I did not like doing this because I was not into like any of these celebrity people that were on it, like Nick Carter. Never into him. That said, oh, this guy's dead now. He played Tyler Christopher. He played Nicholas on General Hospital. I guess I liked him. I was always more for the brunettes, and I guess growing up on Long Island. Yeah, he did. He passed away last year.
Oh, God.
From alcoholism, I believe.
Oh,
wow.
Anyway, that aside, all of this, whatever, I was gonna throw these out because I don't have any like connection or whatever to any of these. Although, as Jay pointed out, all of the times I saw Titanic, the tickets are here. Scream is here.
Amazing.
Amazing.
But the thing that he said, no, before you throw it out, you got to show the broads this. All right, there's this section here, and it's called local lingo. And it was basically like, vernacular from when we were growing up. And I wanted to know if you guys remember what any of these meant. Okay, I'll start easy. Let's see. For real.
Yeah.
I totally agree.
I mean, I feel like I still say that sometimes, maybe.
I do. I say that.
Okay, so here's some of them. Dope, which equals cool. Stoked, I'm so stoked, which is happy. Sick was sick. That's sick was good.
I don't think I was ever able to like properly pull off sick. And I also really can't like pinpoint the age when it was like an unironic thing.
Yeah.
I don't know like when it's from.
Wella was whatever. I do not remember that.
No.
On the DL.
Yes.
Just keep it secret. Do you remember dropping science?
Nope.
Dropping science? Like
dropping
truths?
science. Yeah.
Dropping some knowledge. Knowledge bomb on your head.
It meant really cool.
Okay.
That's pleasant. Which was awesome. Creeping.
TLC.
Picking up on someone. Smart was hip. Slamming was good. Crazy was dope. I mean, some of these I do not remember whatsoever, but some of them I still say.
There's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them. Hella cool. Very cool. Mac equaled cool.
Like a Mac Daddy.
Yeah, I guess so.
Wow.
Yes.
Booty.
Booty meant ugly. B alert was a very fine guy around, which I would have thought meant like bitch alert. Audi was see you later. Audi.
Oh, like Audi.
Audi. That's
Audi.
Oh, Audi. Yeah.
An Audi. Oh, there you go. I never knew it was spelled like that. I always spelled it Outie.
I don't know. I don't think I ever spelled it.
No.
We're tight, which was cool. You thought, whatever. Some of these are so ridiculous. And then flounder was a drunk person who acts stupid, which I did this in like 8th grade, so I definitely wouldn't have known any flounders. Tulin was acting weird. Stud rod was a hot guy. A stud rod.
Oh my god.
That's bitterness. Not a good situation. You're Urkin, my Tator.
Some of these just like were a made up Long Island thing, I think.
Maybe. But these would have come from like magazines. So it would have been like,
shit.
You left
Yeah.
that part out. I thought they were just like,
oh yeah.
handwritten.
No.
That like it was like a weekly, like a column.
Yeah,
in,
like
a
Teen Beat
magazine,
or
you know.
something. Anyway, you're Urkin, my Tator. I got to start saying that. All right, that's it. That's all I had. I'm out. I'm outie.
I'm outie.
Outie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, yeah. What else is going on? Amanda, how's it going?
It's going. I mean, I don't think anything interesting has happened to me. It rained here. So like we got out on Saturday and it was raining and miserable. So then we just kind of like stayed inside on Sunday.
We had a lot of rain too. But
Yeah.
that was the hurricane, which sadly destroyed so much of the western part of the
That's
state.
true.
Oh, it's
That's true.
awful.
Like not to make light of what was so very heavy elsewhere.
Apocalyptic. It's so weird though too, because like we were in Asheville like a year ago. All of us.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
Yeah,
like,
I heard on the news they don't even have running water.
They don't have anything. And
I mean, they have water running down the middle of their house.
Yeah.
Road.
None of it's drinkable.
Right. So awful. It's
Yeah.
I mean, it's like apocalyptic. It's like
it's so bad. Like the scenes from Chimney Rock where we just were in May.
Oh my God.
Like I could see where we stayed, like and like the store that we shopped at for all of our souvenirs, and like the mug I was drinking out of. I was drinking out of my Chimney Rock mug, and I was looking at like Chimney Rock being destroyed. It was just awful.
So sad. Yeah, one of Frank's coworkers had a trip planned to Asheville this weekend, and they were going to stop by Chimney Rock, and they canceled on Friday.
Can't. Yeah.
And like, I mean, of course, this is not the first time that anywhere has been affected by hurricanes, obviously, but it is a little bit like more tugs at your heartstrings when you're like, I've been there and like know that, but also when it's just like it's so far inland, like they're in the mountains, like what the hell?
They're in the mountains. Well, the dams were failed, not partially failed, whatever it was, and like all the rivers overflowed, and it was just awful. Like, and it was more than just like that Chimney Rock area. Like there were towns even further north
in, like,
of
Tennessee too. Yeah,
it's so terrible, and like the
climate change.
Yeah.
And like when you think
this is our future,
and yet there are those who still deny it. Like,
and look at Florida though. There are fucking MAGAs out there that are tweeting that the Democrats caused the storm because it came out of nowhere and they wanted to depress turnout in Republicans communities in the Panhandle of Florida. I swear to God,
right? Because that sounds more plausible than climate change.
Right, because Ron DeSantis doesn't believe in climate change.
It's wild. If the Democrats somehow had control over the weather, I think we would use it to more good than like affecting more good than like some sort of like crazy conspiracy to, and like that's the thing is like the floods, like, you know, there are Democrats and Republicans who just lost their houses. It's not like you can just, you know, affect Asheville, famously, you know, artsy and funky and liberal, but sure, whatever.
Well, there's actually a huge problem now because thanks to the Republican Supreme Court in North Carolina, they delayed giving they delayed the mail-in the ballots from like mail-in voters. Had to be delayed until September 24th, and now USPS can't get in or out of the very blue area of Asheville, North Carolina.
Oh my fucking God. RFK Jr., fuck you.
Fucked us all over. Mm-hmm. But really, the Republicans did it because they didn't have to say yes.
Yeah. Oh my God. I was talking to my insurance broker in North Carolina because like just, you know, for, you know, totally unrelated reasons. And because I had been trying to get a hold of him at the end of last week. And then I was like, oh my God, I just realized you're probably not even in the office. Like he's in the Raleigh area. So it's like, I hope you guys are fine. He was like, yeah, it wasn't too bad. But he has a lot of clients that are in the western part of the state. And he was saying like, you know, none of them have flood insurance because why would you?
Why would you?
Yeah. So yeah, just like awful also.
I know. It's so sad.
And I was like, so how much would it cost to add flood insurance? Like, I don't have to have it because I'm not in a flood zone, but like,
But they weren't either. That's the thing.
Exactly.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But like, also, look at Florida again. Like, it's uninsurable at this point.
Right. No, but it's just the thing where, and he was like, yeah, like they weren't in a flood zone, so they're not required to have it. So many people just don't, which just like makes sense. And like, why would you? Or something like this hasn't happened for 100 years, so it's
a thousand years. They're saying this like once in a 1,000-year storm or something.
Oh my!
But you know what? That's gonna get smaller and smaller as we progress.
Yes.
Or until we recognize that we need to start like rethinking how our infrastructure works so that it can withstand these 100-year storms that we're going to start getting every 5 years,
Right.
Yeah.
But if we can't all just agree that it's even happening, then it becomes hard to plan
exactly
for. Like these are all good, like we can rise to the challenge and rethink our cities to make them safer, or our cities or towns or farmland, whatever. But like we all have to agree that like it's an endeavor
on the baseline reality.
Doing.
Yeah.
So that's awful.
Yeah, I know, that's awful. Let's say something happy, because right now you're killing my buzz or whatever.
I have something happy.
whatever it be. Yes, go ahead.
Actually, I have two happy things. I signed up to
Urkin my tater. That's it. Sorry.
I don't want to irk your tater. So when I used to live in Monterey, I was a volunteer at the Natural History Museum here. And
right.
like especially like pre-pandemic. Right? No, but I met her at a different museum function.
Okay.
Anyway, like mostly pre-pandemic, and then the pandemic came, and then it was like, nah, and then we moved. But anyway, so I'm back, and I was like, oh, I'd really like to, get back into that. And I saw on Facebook they were having an orientation to become a monarch butterfly docent, because they also like the museum also provides like the education for the local butterfly sanctuary, because we're in an overwintering area for the monarchs.
I was going to ask if
the Western monarchs,
migration path. Oh, cool.
Exactly. Yeah. So, and that's an aspect that I had never like gotten involved in at all. So I just like signed up and did the thing, and there was like a Zoom orientation, and then on Saturday we had like an in-person orientation to go see the actual place, and like I'm gonna be a butterfly docent.
That's so cool.
Talk about the butterflies. So yeah, the season is just starting in October. So I'm going to try to maybe next weekend, like do a first shift, like shadow someone. But the volunteer coordinator is super cool, and everyone's like really nice. And so that was exciting. And also I went to my old ass, which I won't say too much about because you guys have to see it. But I will just say, like, spoiler, that I really liked it.
Okay.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah. It was kind of funny because Frank, who's still in North Carolina, he went to it at the same time as me. Like,
oh, cool.
Yeah. Like I went at 2:50 West Coast time, and he went at 5:50 East Coast time. It just like worked out that way.
To be like, like, oh, have you heard this part yet?
So we like saw it together, but miles apart. And he thought it was fine. He did say, he was like, yeah, it was like a Sundance movie. Not as an insult, but like, cause he loves Sundance, but he was like, yeah, I could see why it was at Sundance. But he was like, well, I was like, oh, I loved it.
Well, also sort of seems like maybe it's a movie not necessarily for him. Like, it does seem like we are its target demographic.
That's what I told him before. I was like, I feel like this movie, like, I'm so excited to go see this movie. I feel like it was written for me. And yeah, I mean, yeah,
which is great, because we are now entering the age box where like things aren't for women of our age anymore.
Yes.
We have been sent out to pasture. Nothing is marketed to us now unless you are a mom, and it's like shit for your kid.
Yes. And I also I have just always loved coming of age stories. I don't know why, but I just I can't get enough of them. I will always love a good coming of age story, even though I've come of age many moons ago. And so this is like a combination of the two things, because you got the 18-year-old version and then the 39-year-old version. And it was just, it's great. It's very much up my alley, and I think that you guys will like it too. And that's all I will say about that. Everyone should go see it, and then we can talk about it at some point.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Sounds good. I will do my best to see it.
Yes, I very much want to see it.
Actually, I will see it. I'm not even gonna. I will see it. It is going to happen. Okay.
And I think I saw on Instagram that Matt went to it, so we're expecting your feedback, Matt. Anytime. I mean, you can I'll put it aside for when we actually talk about it if you want to send it in early, Matt. So don't feel like you need to necessarily wait until we've all
write it well.
Yeah. I don't think I will get to see it before next week because I am actually going to be traveling all day tomorrow into New York. And then on Wednesday, I will be working. Thursday and Friday, I will be working and doing family things. And then, it's tough to get out and do things on your own when I am with my, in New York. It's hard because everybody needs my attention and needs something from me.
That's fair.
But I will try to see it the following week. So,
Yeah, we got time, and we got Halloween movies coming up also. So it's a lot.
Yeah. Ooh, maybe it will be on the plane.
Ooh.
So I was like, I can't watch it this weekend because I'm going to a friend's birthday party. And I think Daniel and I try and do a good job of balancing who gets to go have a adult time and who has to be the parent. And so I feel like that's my session of me time. So then I think also asking to go see a movie, I think it's maybe bordering into unfair territory. So maybe it will be on the plane and I can watch it on the plane.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, that would be so perfect. I mean, not the best medium to watch a movie, but
I would. But you know what? I don't know. I don't know about you. I think we've talked about this before. I'm always extra emotional when I watch movies on planes. I think it's perhaps? Just I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. But I found parts of it to be very emotional. So I think it would be a good place to watch them.
Well, it's more just because it's the screen is little, the sound is usually terrible.
The sound is
for sure. But so you're right next to the screen. You're right
there. It's like you're there.
Okay, well, that's cool. And then hopefully by next week, we will have our Halloween movies locked in. But I mean, I don't know, getting old can be scary. So maybe my old ass could be one of those that we talk about.
Whatever makes it thematically work. I'm here for it.
Go figure it out. Anyway, anybody else have anything?
No, I made a delicious soup. Oh, I made some really delicious muffins.
Soup season.
That's probably more important. I made some really delicious pumpkin muffins. And I'm very proud of them.
Pumpkin muffins.
Yeah, they're really
good.
Nice. Springing into fall or whatever. Yeah. Soups and pumpkin flavored muffins.
Yep.
Sounds great.
Awesome. Yeah. Yay.
What kind of soup was it?
It was a butternut squash apple soup.
Yes.
But I made it with honey nut squashes because I feel like they're easier to cut into because they're smaller. A butternut squash you're hacking away at that thing. Yeah. And just sometimes it's just more trouble than it's worth.
Understood.
Yeah.
All right. Well, if nobody else has anything, we can move on. Shandy had found us something from Reddit. It was an Ask Reddit. What's something you wish you could unlearn? Does everybody have the link? I can send it to you, Amanda, if you don't have it.
I did see they were back in the chat that I don't get alerts all the time now with Facebook chats.
I put it in the outline if that's easier.
In the outline.
Yeah, I see you put a few, so I'll grab it from the outline then because that'll be more direct. Okay, got it.
Cool. All right. Well, feel free to jump in here. But what's something you wish you could unlearn?
The first one's pretty good.
Yeah.
The ending of Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
Also, I'm born exactly 40 weeks and 2 days after my dad's birthday, and my brother was born 40 weeks and 1 day after my mom's birthday. We're the result of birthday sex.
Oh my God, that's so funny. and gross and funny at the same time. It's not really gross. It's not gross.
That is literally how life works. And
yeah, but still at the same time, it's like, oh, I don't
No.
want to know about myself.
like you're the result of your parents having sex. Either way,
That's right.
But-
Just like
a special occasion.
just like everybody that's born in early November is always the result of Valentine's Day sex. Let's see. What else we got here? That odors are particulate. Yes.
If you smell a fart, it means the fart is inside you.
Yep.
That's pretty gross.
Did I tell you guys about our flight to San Diego last week? I think I texted you about it, maybe. So we had a connecting flight through Nashville, I think, but like it was on Southwest. The Nashville to San Diego flight portion of it, somebody farted around us the entire fucking flight.
Yes, you did. Yeah.
It was awful. Like I kept thinking, like, okay, it's not me, it's not my kids, they're denying it, like it's somebody around us. We had about 15-20 minutes where it was fine, and I was like, oh no. Thank God, maybe they got it out of their system. I'm looking around, I'm like, who's not around here? And then it started back up for the rest of the flight. It was awful. I'm real sorry to that person, like whatever they had going on in their stomach, but like it was not pleasant for the rest of us around them.
And that's the worst, because I feel like with a fart, like it's like you truly can't help it. Like, no one wants to be that person. So it's like, they really couldn't hold it.
Yeah. No. Especially if they had that much gas
like,
going on.
No, there's no fighting that.
Yeah. You can't just like go to the bathroom and, let one rip. You have, if it's like that constant, can't spend the whole flight in the bathroom. Yeah.
Oh God, it was so bad.
Poor stinky person. Yeah. I hope they found relief.
Yeah. There's one on here that I feel like so hardcore in my bones.
Okay.
It's a little bit long. What they wish they could unlearn is that the fact that quote unquote pineapple on pizza is a controversial topic. I could have lived my whole life without knowing that. It's crazy how something as innocent as a pizza topping can spark debates and ruin friendships. Okay, that's a little bit far. Yeah. Now, every time I order pizza with my friend, there's that lingering question. Is it okay if we get pineapple? It's like a mini trust test every time. I wish I could go back to the days when I just enjoyed my food without worrying about the fruit topping politics. Seriously, it's just pizza. Why does it have to be so complicated? But seriously, I feel this in my fucking bones. I grew up eating Canadian bacon and pineapple pizza. It's like my favorite, one of my favorite kinds of pizzas. And
wait, I'm sorry, did you say pineapple and bacon?
Canadian bacon.
It's a Hawaiian is I believe
Hawaiian. I learned later pizza. I learned it was called Hawaii. We called it Canadian bacon. I mean, I'm from Montana, so but like it's I don't know. It really actually kind of pisses me off that people have these conversations because it's fine. It's just pizza, tomatoes weren't originally on pizza either because they're endemic to the United States, or not to the United States, but to the Americas. So it's not like the argument that it's not Italian to put, you know what? Fuck everyone. I don't care. It's like a very common.
Oh my.
I told you I feel this like in my bones. Yeah. It's just a common topping. And if you don't like it, then just don't eat it.
Yeah,
I don't get it.
I do. I hate pineapple on pizza. I
think it's so good. I love this sweet and salty combination. It's really good.
Daniel would get along fine. I tease him all the time because he likes pineapple on his pizza, and I'm like, not in this house. Not in this house. You can get that on your own by yourself, and not in this house.
Let's just get it on half. They just get different toppings on.
He gets it by himself. He gets it.
On the split the pizza in half, I mean, controversial opinion, like a lot of pizza in the US, we think it's way better than it actually is anyway. So everyone can just settle the fuck down. Yep. It's fine.
I've never had pineapple. I've never had pineapple on pizza. Alex likes it though, because we Blaze Pizza, where you're like, it's like the Subway for pizza though. Like you make your own pizza, like pick your own toppings. He likes to do no sauce, pineapple, and chicken.
And the cheese as well?
Does he do the cheese? I think he does the cheese, but he doesn't love the cheese, but he'll eat it.
Interesting.
Doesn't love the
When he
cheese
eats-
on pizza.
Well, nowadays when we get pizza at home, he'll take the pepperoni off, he'll take the cheese off, and then he'll just eat the bread part. But he'll be like, special cheese delivery, and like drop me this giant piece of mozzarella. And I'm like, I don't care that your dirty little hands have touched it. I will eat this right now.
Yeah. I just think I think it's just like a really, I hate it. And it wasn't until it's within the last 10 years that I learned that this was like a thing.
Yeah.
And I think that's the other thing that bothers me is like, when did people start talking about this? It's just like they made up something to like be annoyed about. I don't know.
I think it
who fucking
depends.
cares?
Because I think so I'm like a card carrying pizza snob. Like, and I will own this. Like, I grew up in a place where we pride ourselves in like having one of the best pizzas in the country. And so like I'm a pizza snob. Like I accept this about myself. We all have flaws. This is mine. So in my bones, I'm like, pizza, there's pineapple should not be there. But I respect that you like it. I'm like,
and I would
whatever, it's fine.
as like a little bit of a snob
Shandy's
myself,
volume has gotten so as she gets so impassioned about this. Okay, sorry.
I would say by far
As
and
her
away the
gator
best
gets irked.
pizza. The best pizza I've ever had has been in Europe, and American pizza is.
I will say the best pizza I ever had was in Venice.
And like in France, they put toppings on that you've never even thought of to put on. But like, it's pizza. That's the beauty of pizza. You can put whatever the fuck you want on it. And if you like it, that's great. And if you don't, order something else. Anyway, the end.
Okay.
That's my feelings.
Wow.
Okay.
So many taters, so irked. I'm just happy I remember the phrase.
New
without
Haven
looking it
pizza.
up.
New Haven pizza is the best pizza in the
Yes.
entire world. I will die
Oh,
on
no,
that hill. I will die
We're
on it.
not getting into this. Amanda and I used to argue about this all the time.
I will die on that hill.
Okay, well, I'll bear you there. What else are we wish we could unlearn? Here's a fun fact. When you get scurvy, your scars start to come undone. Your body is constantly repairing old wounds, and without vitamin C, it can't make collagen, so the seams start coming apart. That's gross.
That is really gross.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I didn't see scurvy coming.
No.
Okay, what else do we have?
Sad.
I know I'm skipping over the sad ones. Skipping over
we're
those.
keeping it light. We're keeping it pineapple.
Keeping it pineapple under the sea. Let's see.
I kind of like this one. Something that somebody wishes they could unlearn, and that's kind of funny. Their username is pizza time in 24 hours. That was not on purpose. What they would like to unlearn is honestly beatboxing. I went to a beatbox club in school like 8 years ago, and since then, every time I'm bored, I make weird sounds with my mouth automatically. I could see that, like, you know, it becomes like a comfort thing, and then you're like, "Fuck, why do I do this?"
That's really funny. Where is it? I just scrolled past something. The details of the Diddy case. Yeah, you know, I remain. It's bad. It's no bueno. It's bad.
Really
I've been keeping it at bay, and like there's a little bit that, you know, there's like the minimum headlines that kind of make it in, but I'm not clicking on those articles. Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, you know, speaking of, do you know what I learned today that I don't know if I want to unlearn it or not, but apparently the Eric Adams thing got kicked off by the lawsuit against the church that let Sabrina Carpenter film her Madonna wannabe video in there last year.
Huh?
Like so Eric Adams,
a lot of words.
Yeah,
I did.
I just very recently found out who Sabrina Carpenter is.
She's not
because my niece really likes her, apparently.
Yeah, I think we're too old for her.
My niece
She's got a nice voice.
I hear her lyrics are very good. That she has interesting lyrics if you sort of dive into them.
My brother said that, she's not that bad. He said, I believe the quote was, I actually don't mind her music, because he's like listened to it with his daughter.
It's very catchy. It's very catchy. Like, it's pop, but like the ones that I like, that espresso song, it's kind of like, like when it's just auto-tune singing like the chorus over and over again, and like the lyrics sound like the chorus too, like that kind of thing. That was like my first impression of her. But I don't turn it off when it comes on. You can bop along to it. Anyway, so Eric Adams, famously New York City mayor, indicted for lots of corruption. All the corruption. First of all, did you see that okay, I don't know if this is true or not, but like somebody reported the other day that on Saturday, 2 of his staffers got married like real quick so they could not have to testify against each other. Like,
holy shit.
Except, do you know how that law works? And I didn't look this up because I'm pretty sure I remember this.
Because I've never had to use it.
Hastily marry somebody. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that you can only use it for crimes committed while you were married.
I was gonna say something like that. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. Oh so my
these dumbasses are stupid at criming and stupid at.
It's really ridiculous. It's
really like the lady. Like the staffer who deleted the WhatsApp or whatever, like the group chats, while she was in the middle of her investigation with the FBI. Yeah. Did you hear about that one?
Yes, about that. I had not, but I'm not surprised.
Okay, so it's in the indictment. Like they were, I forget which staffer it was, but like she was in the interrogation room. She asked to go to the bathroom. She went to the bathroom and she deleted all of the apps where they were like communicating about their crimes off of her phone.
But like, just because you deleted it doesn't go away.
They already had that shit. They had like wireless subpoenas and stuff. Like, it's so stupid. And she like under their Wi-Fi or whatever. Like, it's so dumb. God.
They don't indict you unless they've got stuff on you. Like, don't worry, honey. They got it.
Oh my God, so stupid. Anyway, so here's your the more you know of the day. So apparently this whole investigation began as a result of, now, who knows if this is real or not, but like as a result of Sabrina Carpenter filming a music video for a song called Feather in a church in, I think it was in Brooklyn. It might have been in Williamsburg. And basically she tries to imitate like a prayer. Okay. So she's in a black dress in the church and it's very provocative or whatnot. And apparently people were, as people do, they got pissed about the video and they were investigating the priest who gave her permission. And I guess that priest had connections for other corruption things with the Adams administration.
No way.
And that's what brought them to put them onto Eric Adams. Like that gave them the in on that. So he had a relationship with Adams' ex-chief of staff, Frank Carone, and the investigation into Carone, that investigation led into Carone, which led into the Adams stuff. Isn't that nuts? Wow. So thanks, Sabrina Carpenter.
Yeah. Doing her civic duty.
But in hindsight, sort of not surprising.
Right? Crazy. Okay, real quick, what else do we got, man? This is super fun. That memories change over time, so you never really know how something happened. That's why I always try to write things down.
Yeah, same. This can't be real. That figs have wasps in them. Not some, all, or else they won't grow.
What?
Right?
Oh, is that like a pollinator kind of thing?
I guess. But where do the wasps go then? Because I feel like anyone who's eaten a fig, there's no bug inside it. So where do the wasps go?
It says, yes, some figs have wasps in them, but the wasps are broken down and absorbed by the fruit. So the figs are safe to eat and don't contain dead wasps.
Oh, that's
just their dead wasp enzymes or whatever. That's gross.
Great.
Well, now I wish I didn't know that. That's cool.
Yeah, that's fun.
Now we all
science.
That sexual kinks are inherited?
Yeah, somebody was like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah, no.
I don't know. I didn't click on the to see if they explained it, but I don't know what they were trying to say.
Well, cool.
Are in Hereditary.
All right then. Any others that you see that is I wish I could watch certain movies for the first time again. What movie would you like to watch for the first time again? If you had a chance.
Know. I mean, nothing immediately jumps to mind.
Yeah, I think like for that one, I think more like books come to mind.
Oh yeah, what books?
Maybe. Well, I mean, now it's like kind of ruined, but like it was really fun to read Harry Potter the first time.
It was fun to read Harry Potter the first time.
And so if we could just like live in a world where the author didn't suck, then that would be fun to rediscover.
That's true. Okay, anything else? Okay, otherwise, all right, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back. All right, we are back and we are ready to get into our feedback. Thank you, Shani, for that super fun thing, because now I can't unlearn the wasp thing.
Sorry. Didn't have to read that one, I suppose.
But
it was intriguing.
It was intriguing. I was like, this can't be real.
All right. Let's see. We have Mandy's reminder. Thank you, Mandy. And then Matt said, now he can start his annual campaign of bugging me to watch Over the Garden Wall with my kids. We'll get there. We have a little bit of feedback from Jessica. Jessica says, dang it, I just listened to the Kinky Snake episode, missed sending in feedback for it. Well, here we are. In the episode, you mentioned old things we don't use much anymore. One of those is maps. In my 20s, I used to drive all over Chicagoland, the Chicagoland area for concerts. I would keep in my car an atlas and folder of MapQuest printed out directions to bars. Oh my God, I used to have printed out things too. The poor atlas lost its cover and the first few pages before I retired it. Those maps helped me learn a lot of the back roads of the suburbs of Chicago. You also mentioned collect calls. My family used to always make collect calls, but never paid for them. My granny lived in the house between my cousins and I, so she would sometimes pick us up from school. She knew it was time when we called her collect, but always declined the charges. Nice. 10 minutes later, she'd be there. I miss those times.
Aw.
Christy says, yes, prior to 1990, I'd say like a good 25% of cars were manual, maybe more. They were cheaper to buy and repair. But then this was back when you could actually do things to your car and to fix them with no computer complicating it.
That's fair enough.
Yeah, that's fair.
And finally, Matt says, there's no way for this to not sound dirty, but My Old Ass is finally playing in my area. Also, I really recommend Resball, which just came out on Netflix. Yeah, what is that?
I watched
he's about to tell us.
Yes. No.
It's about a basketball team of indigenous players who try to figure out how to go on following the death of its star player, like Friday Night Lights meets Reservation Dogs. Director Sidney Freeland worked on Reservation Dogs and co-wrote this movie with RD creator Sterling Harjo. Oh, it's a movie.
Yeah, it's a movie.
Okay, tell us about it.
No, it looks really good. I did watch the trailer. He added the superficial trailer, and I watched it before we got on to record, and it does look very good.
Awesome. I will check it out as soon as we're done then.
Yeah, same.
He says it's a well-made inspirational sports movie. So everybody check it out.
Yep.
It's the only kind of sports movie I like.
Yep.
The well-made inspirational one.
Yes. Yeah, and the coach of the team is a woman, which I appreciate. So it's not
cool.
Just dudes.
Nice.
Because it's a male sports team. So
Gotcha.
Yeah.
We also had something from Mandy about simple things that seem simple that her kids can't do easily. Read cursive, like you talked about, Amanda. Tell time on a clock. That's fascinating.
That's not good.
But it's real though, because it's like everything.
Really?
It's all digital. Like,
see, my kids
don't really see a round clock as often.
So they both have those in their rooms because we taught them like you can't come out of your room until this time and it's 8:00. And my mom used to quiz them on it. But Zachary used to listen. Alex doesn't give a shit. He leaves his room whenever he wants to, as he does with everything else in life. Unlock a combination lock. Literally spent an hour showing Maddie last month, and I'm not confident. I'm not confident she knows how.
She can't go on Survivor yet then.
I found two when I was cleaning out this office the first time around or whatever. I found two old combination locks, and like the ones that we use for lockers, like the spinning ones.
Spinning ones.
And I tried to teach my kids too, but they couldn't. I think they might be a little young. They couldn't figure out like which way you turn it, and they gotta turn it around in like the full 360 and then go back. And
I still use it for the gym.
Some of them can be a little
tricky,
persnickety.
Yeah, but we're gonna come back to it in a couple years. They don't do lockers in middle school down here anymore.
What do they do with their shit?
They have to. I think I don't know.
Do they just have like ebooks?
Or they have like cubbies?
No, they don't have ebooks. I think they have cubbies because they don't want to, school shootings and all.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So anyway, I learned that at a parent-teacher meeting for the 5th grade class a month or so ago. I was like, really? Like, when? We had lockers and like the locks were like built into the lockers.
Yeah, we had those.
Okay. All right. And then next up, we have an email from Andy.
All right. This week in Andy's work week. Hey, broads. So unfortunately, no news back from the company I interviewed for. Kind of getting ready to accept that I didn't get it, which is a bummer. But as you and everyone else I've talked to about this have mentioned, I tried. Sometimes you don't get the outcome you want, and that's okay. What you want may not even be right for you anyway, and there's always the possibility of discovering something new. Certainly this applies to my love life too. I just have to keep pushing forward and keep my eyes open to other possibilities. #I'm with hers, Andy. Well, I mean, there's like two possible solutions at this point. Either they're just taking a long time, which is totally possible, or maybe it didn't go your way, but as you said, either way you tried. And I mean, honestly, like even just getting an interview is a big deal. So
that's true.
And every interview that you do helps you interview a little bit better the next time. So I hope you still get some good news from this, but even if you don't, then you put yourself out there, and I hope that you keep doing that.
Yeah. Well, and a good company holds on to resumes of like, people that were in the running for positions in case something else pops up that they would be a good fit for. And so you never know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Or in the other one, which like, it's like, I mean, I know that like none of us want to be the second choice, but like, honestly, getting a job is getting a job. Like my opinion is who cares? But like, they could be offering it to their first choice, and maybe that person will turn it down, and that's why they still haven't told the other people that they've closed it out, because
that's true. That is a real practice.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is.
So fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed. And I'm
crossed.
sorry. I know it's tough waiting. So,
yeah.
You never know what the universe has in store for you.
It's true. And you did your part. So unfortunately now you just got to throw it out and just trust it will come back to you. Okay.
Exactly.
Yep.
And then let's finish up with That's What She Said.
Also, can you hear the music? Is it?
Yeah, before I could.
This, like, I don't know where it's coming from, but it's been all goddamn day.
Oh, it's like a neighbor music?
Yes. It started as Stevie Wonder. You're like, oh, this is great. This is cool. And then it like veered into like, I think it was some kind of church music because it was very repetitive and sort of choralistic and in nature. And that was awful. And now it's...
Who's playing it?
Like, what is... I don't know. I don't know. It's just coming through the windows. It's either like someone in the building or it's someone in like one of the other buildings, because like this corner of the apartment like faces into like a courtyard. So it's like the buildings there, like the street behind us, and so it's coming from somewhere, but it's all goddamn day.
It's wild.
I just want to stop.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Okay. Let's finish up with That's What She Said. That we've got a soundtrack.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
The windows are closed too. Like the windows open like this much. That's how loud it is.
That's so funny. Okay.
All right. And then still going, down.
A little bit more, and they would have gone over the edge.
As a woman, maybe you can feel this.
So that's what comes out.
This needs to happen now, and there's no reason it shouldn't.
I'll go first, but feel free to jump in at any point because I recognize all these skills.
Keep going while I crawl over there. I got really excited.
That's when the laptop charger fell out.
And that is how they slant.
Oh, it's like this every time, and he always comes out on top.
Maybe we spiral after we finish this.
Maybe. If you looked at it long enough, you could figure it out.
It would pound down whenever or whatever. It would pound down whatever.
I blew through the first 4 on the way here.
I knew how to get there. I do it a couple times a week.
Colleen method of waiting until the end is pretty smart. You're welcome.
That's a lot of D's.
You're making me want to do it.
You're waiting for someone to plug you in.
You guys are in it. It used to be 20 minutes, though. Now it's like 5.
Oh my God. Look who's in it.
Thank you, Matt.
They're singing now. I can hear the singing.
I hear it.
It's
Okay.
Like
I hear
someone just singing.
And there's like taps playing on my end, so I don't know if you can hear that.
I know.
Okay.
It's all
Just the
Amanda's
sweet,
thing all
sweet,
the
sweet
way.
sounds of yacht rock or disco. What is this? I don't even know.
Too funny. All right. Well, then that's our cue to wrap this up. Oh, thanks everyone for playing. Yeah, if you have any feedback, thebroadcasters3@gmail.com or give us a call 331-276-2373. If you thank you to the patrons, especially the ones that contribute at a certain level. And that'd be Eckhart Rickner, Maggie the Magnificent, Joanne with Plan, Ed the Creepy Poopy Head Mailman. Did I get everybody? I got Maggie. Yes, okay. Thanks, everybody. If you want to be a patron, patreon.com/JaneJack. Check out some of the other shows on the network. We've got The Survivor with Jamie, Jack, and Colleen is back. The Ramblecast After Dark. And also we've got Tally the Votes is doing it's new to the feeds. But it's with David Gott and Jamie Joe and Christine.
Ooh.
And they're talking about Big Brother 26 right now. And then when Survivor Australia is on, they'll be talking about Survivor Australia.
Nice.
So check them out too. They're on the whole enchilada feed, or you can go to Tally the Votes is the name of their individual feed.
Nice.
All right. On that note, everyone, have a wonderful rest of your week/weekend. We will see you next week. Let us know Halloween movie ideas. And then we'll watch the things and go watch my old ass. All right. On that note, though, thank you. We'll talk to you later. And if you or somebody you know is affected by all of the hurricane stuff, so sorry. Sending them all of the good juju out there. And let us know if there's anything we can do to help. All right. On that note, my name is Colleen.
My name is Amanda.
And I'm Shandy.
Peace out, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Here, uns. It's not
No,
really.
I think I can hear
I
it.
hear it. I
It's
can
back
hear
to
it. Yeah.
Stevie Wonder and Dionne Warwick. It's a little keep smiling, keep shining. No,
No, when you can always count on me for sure.
Yeah, I'm like
That's
afraid
what
this.
friends are for.
I'm afraid the video is gonna get flagged. Like all this music, like it's gonna get flagged for copyright.
Oh my god! All right,
So I was just like,
Don't
I
say
should start
anything
muting
else.
myself. Like I don't know how, like if you can actually hear the song, or you're just like hearing noise.
So, too funny. All right, bye everyone.
All right. Good night.